Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang terhormat Ketua Program Studi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris, Dr. Yusuf Supriyono SPD MPD, yang saya hormati Dewan Juri NESTION 2024, yang saya hormati Ketua EDSA Pratama Fadila, yang saya hormati seluruh panitia EDSA Festival 7.0, dan yang saya hormati seluruh peserta NESTION 2024. Hadirin yang berbahagia, saya Inga Gustiarni akan menjadi pembawa acara dalam kegiatan hari ini. Selamat datang di Final Round National English Skill Competition 2024. Pertama-tama, marilah kita panjatkan puji dan syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, karena atas ridhonya kita dapat menghadiri acara ini. Selanjutnya, salawat dan salam semoga tetap tercurah limpahkan pada Nabi Muhammad SAW, yang telah menuntun kita dari zaman kegelapan menuju zaman yang lebih terang benderang. Pembukaan National English Skill Competition 2024 English Department Student Association Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Siliwangi pada hari Kamis 17 Oktober 2024 dengan tema Supporting Quality Education and Sustainable Development Goals Through the Use of Technology akan segera dimulai. Berikut adalah agenda kegiatan pada hari ini. Pertama, pembacaan ayat suci Al-Quran. Kedua, mendengarkan lagu Indonesia Raya dan Masyarakat. Ketiga, laporan Ketua Pelaksana EDSA Festival 7.0. Keempat, sambutan. Kelima, doa. Untuk membuka acara ini, mari kita ucapkan basmalah bersama-sama. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Agenda selanjutnya pembacaan ayat suci Al-Quran oleh Vina Nazaul Ilmi. Kepadanya, saya persilahkan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sabbaha lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. Wa huwal azizul hakim. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu lima taquluna ma la taf'alun. Kabura maqtan indallahi an taqulu ma la taf'alun. Innallaha yuhibbul ladzina yuqatiluna fi sabilihi saffa ka'annahum bunyanun marsus. Wa idh qala Musa liqaumihi ya qaumi lima tu'dunani wa qad ta'lamuna anni rasulullahi ilaikum falamma azaghallahu qulubahum wallahu la yahdil qaumal fasiqin. Wa idh qala Isa ibnu Maryam ya bani Israila inni rasulullahi ilaikum musaddiqan lima baina yadayya minat taurati wa mubasysyiran birasuli ya'ti min ba'di ismuhu Ahmad. Falamma ja'ahum bil bayyinati qalu hada sihrun mubin. Wa man adlamu mimman iftara 'ala Allahi kadhiba wa huwa yud'a ilal Islam. Wallahu la yahdil qaumadz zalimin. Shadaqallahul azim. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selanjutnya, mendengarkan lagu kebangsaan Indonesia Raya dan Mars FK.
Marilah semua kita berkarya meraih cita-cita mulia. Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, wadah kita semua. Ciptakan manusia pendidik pemuda untuk negara. Teruskan perjuangan semangat 45 demi nusa bangsa. Singsakan lengan, tunjukkan prestasimu, menuntut ilmu. Lebarkanlah dadamu, kobarkan semangatmu demi nusa bangsa. Marilah semua kita berkarya meraih cita-cita mulia. Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan, wadah kita semua. Ciptakan manusia pendidik pemuda untuk negara. Teruskan perjuangan semangat 45 untuk kita semua. Teruskan perjuangan semangat 45 demi nusa bangsa.
Selanjutnya, laporan Ketua Pelaksana EDSA Festival 7.0 yang terhormat Lukmanul Hanif, kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, wa bihi nasta'inu 'ala umuri waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain, amma ba'd. The Honorable Mr. Yusuf Supriyono SPD MPD as the head of English Education Department, the Honorable all the lecturers of English Education Department, the Honorable Fikri Aulia Mulyadi as the representative from EDSA advisor, the Honorable all of committees of National English Skill Competition 2024 who have been worked hard to ensure that today's event could be successfully held. First of all, let us praise to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His blessing, we are able to attend this event. Secondly, may peace be upon the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to brightness era. Today is the final event of NESTION, or National English Skill Competition 2024. To all participants, judge, and committees, we are delighted to welcome you all to the culminating moment of this spirited and creative competition. NESTION has been a great platform to showcase the best talents and abilities of the participants. We are very proud of the dedication and hard work shown by all the participants. Today, we will witness the culmination of all these efforts. You guys are so great to get through to this final stage. I am as the executive chairman of this nation, which is part of the EDSA Festival 7.0 with the theme Language Games Arena, unleashing creativity with camaraderie and growing into an infinity competitive spirit. Third, thank you very much for participating in one part of this event. Hopefully, whatever results are obtained from this final can be a lesson for you guys, and this place can be a memorable experience for all of us. I hope that this event will not only be a competition, but also an inspiration for all of us to continue to innovate and create. Thank you to everyone who has support and contributed to the success of this event. Enjoy the event and best of luck to all the finalists. Let us together watch and celebrate the amazing achievement of our participants today. May this event provide valuable experiences and inspire us all to continue learning and growing. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Agenda selanjutnya adalah sambutan dari Ketua Himpunan Mahasiswa Jurusan Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris yang terhormat Pratama Nurfadila. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim, wa bihi nasta'in, ala amri dunya wa din. Assalatu wassalamu ala asyrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'du. Honorable Mr. Yusuf Supriyono SPD MPD as the head of English Education Department, Sulaiman University. The Honorable all the lecturer of English Education Department, Sulaiman University. The Honorable the judges of the EDSA National English Skill Competition 2024. The Honorable all of Committee of EDSA National English Skill Competition 2024 and EDSA Festival 7.0 who have worked hard to ensure that today's event could be successfully held. First of all, let us praise to the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His blessings, we are able to be present at the final round of the National English Skill Competition 2024. With the themes that we are carrying this year, it is supporting quality education in sustainable development goals through the use of technology. It is highly relevant to the current global educational challenges. In this ever-evolving digital era, technology has become a key catalyst in transforming the way we learn and we teach. Through these competitions, we not only test our English language skills, but also encourage the younger, the my fellow generations to contribute to achieving quality educations aligned with sustainable development goals. To the finalists who have successfully reached this final round, both in the SI and speech categories, I extend my congratulations. Your presence here proves that you have demonstrated exceptional abilities in expressing your ideas and thought in English. However, remember that the most important value of this competition is not merely winning a trophy, but the learning process, the valuable experiences, and the networks you build with fellow finalists from various regions. And we extend our sincere gratitude to the esteemed judges for their willingness to dedicate their time and share their invaluable expertise. And we believe that the assessment provided will motivate participants to continue developing their skills. In closing, maybe I will open this final round. Yeah, so I declare the final round of the National English Skill Competitions 2024. It is officially opened. May this competition run smoothly and produce the winners who are not only proficient in English but also have a strong commitment to quality education and sustainable development. Thank you. Maybe that's all from me. Hairul kalam. Allahumma fikir like Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Agenda terakhir adalah doa yang akan dipimpin oleh Dede Data. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Sebelum kita memulai acara Final Round Nation, mari kita bersama-sama menundukkan kepala dan berdoa. Semoga acara ini berjalan lancar dan memberikan manfaat bagi kita semua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan na'imin, hamdan yuwafi ni'amahu wa yukafil mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhikal karimi wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma inna nas'aluka salamatan fi dinina wa afiyatan fil jasadina wa ziyadatan fil ilmina wa barakatan fil rizqina wa taubatan qabla al-maut wa rahmatan i'adal maut wa maghfiratan ba'dal maut. Allahumma hawwin alaina fi syafaratil maut wa najata minan nar wal afwa i'adal hisab. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da idh hadaitana wa hab lana min ladunka rahmah innaka antal wahhab. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Subhanaka rabbi rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Nas'aluka ijabah bi mu'jizati ummil Qur'an al-Fatihah.
Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin, acara pembukaan Final Round National English Skill Competition 2024 telah selesai. Terima kasih banyak atas perhatiannya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Baik, selamat pagi hadirin sekalian. Acara opening ceremony Final Round Nation telah selesai. Mari kita lanjutkan kepada acara inti, yaitu perlombaan mata lomba speech dan juga esai. Namun sebelum itu, mari kita sambut terlebih dahulu para juri kita hari ini yang sangat luar biasa. Kami memiliki total 6 juri dengan 3 juri untuk mata lomba esai dan juga 3 juri untuk mata lomba speech. Untuk juri pada mata lomba esai, yang pertama ada Ibu Dr. Agis Andriani, SPDM Hum PhD. Ibu, selamat pagi. Yang kedua ada Ibu Dewi Rosmala, SPDM PhD. Yang ketiga, Ibu Profesor Diah Sunggingwati SPD MPD PhD. Selanjutnya ada juri pada mata lomba speech. Yang pertama ada A. Acep Gofar Aulia M.Tesel. Yang kedua ada Teh Ningsih Yulianti. Dan ketiga ada A. Yadi Supriyadi. Baik, agenda selanjutnya yaitu kegiatan utama pada pemaparan esai dari para peserta. Namun sebelum itu, saya akan terlebih dahulu memberikan tema untuk mata lomba speech yang akan diberikan di dalam kolom chat box. Sebagaimana peraturan yang telah dijelaskan pada sesi technical meeting mention, bahwa para peserta mata lomba speech diharuskan membuat naskah speech selama final round mata lomba esai berlangsung. Baik, tanpa berlama-lama lagi, kita akan masuk kepada sesi penampilan mata lomba esai yang peserta pertama akan dipaparkan oleh Hana Febrianti Rahayu dari Universitas Siliwangi. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hana Febrianti Rahayu with student number 232122122. Here I will be presenting my essay with the title, The Effectiveness of TED Talks in Academic Listening. Before we begin, I would like to greet the judges and thank them for the valuable opportunity they have given to me. And not forgetting the committees who have accommodated and facilitated this event. All right, next we will discuss about the background. English has become a language used in various fields, especially in education. Along with the development of technology and the internet, access to resources and information in English is increasingly easy to access, such as TED Talk videos. In academic listening, students are required to think when listening and express themselves when someone in front of them speaks. This is one of the principles so that we can communicate and listen well. Inviting students to watch TED Talks will inspire them, remembering that the content of TED Talks is information, motivation, as well as education and leadership. Next, the variable. There are two variables that I brought. First, can watching TED Talks will improve students' listening skills? Second, can watching TED Talks increase students' learning motivation? All right, next, the results. One main question that the author asks, do you think TED Talks are effective for learning academic listening? It was found 27% or 3 respondents choose the option neutral, and 30% or 6 respondents choose the option agree. And then last, 43% or 7 respondents choose the option strongly agree. Next, you can see the data from the table. Hopefully it can be seen clearly. And the result of the data obtained Google Forms show that students agree with the effectiveness of TED Talk video and motivate students in learning academic listening. In addition, students also feel the benefits after using TED Talk videos as classroom learning, such as practicing listening skills, confirming pronunciation, increasing knowledge from experts, increasing vocabulary, insight, and knowledge about how to speak even though it is not too significant. Next, the conclusion. First, the potential impact of this writing is motivation. where watching TED talks can increase their motivation and self-confidence to take action, considering that the content of TED talks is very interesting and full education. Second, watching TED talk videos can increase vocabulary, plus having a transcript in the video will make it easier for students to understand what the speaker is talking about. 3. There are different views or opinions regarding the effectiveness of TED talk videos. Some students consider TED talk videos to be very useful because they offer experience with speakers and relevant content, which allows them to hear various speaking styles and accents. They find this improves their listening and understanding of English. And then there are several reasons why I raise this topic in my essay. Because first, the topic I choose has a direct relationship and relevance to what is faced in everyday life, especially in the classroom. And then I have an interest in this topic that encourages me to explore and analyze it in more depth. And also this topic is relevant to the courses I have taken, especially in semester 1, using a lot of TED talks videos in the class. Besides that, I want to know how the impact of using TED talks video in the listening skills of the other students. I noticed that our time is just about up, so to close, I would like to thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah sesi pemberian feedback dari para juri. Kepada para juri, saya persilahkan. Barangkali dari Ibu Agis, apakah ada feedback untuk Hana Febrianti? Dari Ibu Dewi Rasmala, apakah ada feedback untuk Hana Febrianti?
Okay, so good morning, everyone. How are you today? Especially for Hannah, congratulations. I would like to say something regarding your performance this morning, especially for the pronunciation. It would be better if you do the mocking first when you try to present something in here. So apart from that, the relevancy, and then the gesture, and then the grammar, and also the diction, it's fantastic. Yeah, just the pronunciation. That's it from me. And good luck, Hannah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oke, Ibu, terima kasih. Apakah dari Ibu Diah ada feedback untuk Hana Febrianti?
Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Hannah. I would like to know about, is it about research, Hannah? Is it about your research, Hannah?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. You okay. First of all, I would like to say that I'm interested in a TED Talk because I know I found it's also very important and beneficial for me also. But my question for you is that do your lectures in your courses ask you to listen to TED Talk?
Oh, yeah, of course.
In what courses that your lecturers ask you to listen to the videos?
Speaking class.
in speaking class.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how often do the students listen to the or watching the videos?
Can you repeat again, ma'am, please?
Okay. How often do your lecturers or how often do the students have to watch or listen that videos?
The lecturer often to use this TED talk about lumayan sering Ibu, di setiap pertemuan hampir memberikan contoh dari video TED talk ini.
Okay. Do the students need to watch the whole video or only a couple of minutes?
All student.
I mean, yes. How many minutes do the students need to watch or listen to the videos? The whole story, I mean, the whole videos, or only a couple of minutes?
All videos, around 5 until 10 minutes.
Okay. So, and then after that, the lecturers ask you the question about the videos? Or you just need to watch that and that's it?
Yeah, the lecturer always asks about the material from the videos.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Baik, terima kasih. Saya ulang kembali, apakah dari Ibu Agis ada feedback untuk Hana Febrianti? Baik, kita lanjutkan saja kepada peserta kedua untuk lomba esai. Atas nama Fahira Kotronada, saya persilahkan.
All right, thank you. So, okay, let me start. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. So, first of all, I would like to say thank you to the judges and committees for allowing me to present my essay today. My name is Fahira Kotsunada, and I'm from Siliwangi University. Today, I'll be discussing my essay entitled Using ChatGPT in Education, Unlocking Learning Opportunities or Hindering Progress Toward SDG 4 or Sustainable Development Goal 4. So this title reflects to the role of GPT in education and its potential impact on achieving Sustainable Development Goal 4, which aims to ensure quality education for all. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is my table of contents. First, we will introduce you to the key point of this essay, and then what do I find, whether the benefit or challenges of ChatGPT in education. Then, why should we do to balancing the benefit or challenges itself until we get the point of the correlation to the Sustainable Development Goal 4. So, next slide, please. Yeah, first let's start with the introduction. So ChatGPT is one of AI tools. So what is AI? AI is artificial intelligence, and it's referred to the simulation of human intelligence by a machine. In recent years, AI, particularly tool like ChatGPT, has found its way into education. So what is ChatGPT? Actually, yeah, ChatGPT developed by OpenAI in 2022. It is an AI language model that can answer questions, facilitate discussion, and provide personalized support. It is adapted to both simple and complex conversation, offering real-time solution for student and teacher. Yeah, you can see that as Agustin et al. 2024 explained, ChatGPT is an AI model that is capable to answering various questions and executing a wider range of command. But the question arises, how does it align with education goals, particularly with the Sustainable Development Goal 4? So yeah, to answer that question, let's take a look what is SDG or Sustainable Development Goal 4 actually. So SDG 4 is one of the 17 sustainable goal that focuses on ensuring inclusive, equitable, and quality education for all by 2030. So yeah, ChatGPT here have a potential to promote digital literacy, lifelong learning, and accessibility, make it a powerful tool for bridging education gap and supporting this goal. So next slide, please. Yeah, as I said before, that ChatGPT has a potential in education. So yeah, let's look at specific benefits. There are several benefits of ChatGPT in education. The first one, I highlighted that ChatGPT provide individualized feedback and support tailored to its student needs. As Rajabi stated that ChatGPT can provide personalized feedback and support for students and also enhance the learning experience. The second, student can continue learning outside classroom hours, promoting lifelong learning that stated by Oranga. ChatGPT 24/7 accessible to allow students to continue learning outside of classroom. And then the next benefit, ChatGPT helps students navigate and use digital tools, preparing students for technology-driven future. As Agustin et al. 2024 stated that ChatGPT helps students get ready for the digital age by improving their skill to find, access, and use digital information. And then ChatGPT fosters motivation and promotes a deeper understanding of concept, as noted by Farhi et al. 2023. And lastly, according to the store, ChatGPT helps students to find information, answer questions, lead group discussion, and solve problems quickly. Sorry. Next slide, please. Okay. However, like any tool, ChatGPT also has its challenges. The first one, I realized that ChatGPT have a risk that students may become too dependent on AI and losing critical thinking and problem-solving skill. And the second one is misinformation and ethical concerns. Yet, the information provided by AI, especially by ChatGPT, may be inaccurate and biased, and also the issue like privacy and the ethical use of AI in education remain key concerns. Next slide, please. Okay, so how do we balance this benefit and the challenges? So educator play a vital role here. So teacher need to guide student on using ChatGPT responsibly and fostering critical thinking. Yeah, it is important to remind student that AI is a tool to enhance learning, not replace a traditional learning method. As Sullivan 2024 stated that ChatGPT should not replace the fundamental learning processes that education aims to cultivate. In term of supporting SDG 4, ChatGPT contribute by the first one, adaptive learning, improving digital literacy, and promoting lifelong learning. Yeah, ChatGPT can tailor education to individual needs, preparing students for the digital future and offering continuous access to education resources. Next slide, please. Yeah, to sum up, ChatGPT has the potential to transform education by making it more accessible and personalized. However, we must address the risks or the challenges of over reliance and misinformation. With proper guidance and responsible use, ChatGPT can be a powerful ally in achieving sustainable development goal for and ensuring quality education for all. Yeah, I am. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah sesi feedback dari para juri. Ada Ibu Agis, apakah ada feedback untuk Fahira Kotrunanda?
All right. Good morning, Fahira.
Morning, ma'am.
I have two questions for you, I think, about your writing. The first is about, wait, what do you think makes a work original? I mean, what is your opinion about the original work? Can you hear my voice?
Yes. Is it related to the plagiarism, ma'am? The
Of
original.
course, you can explain what you think about that.
Okay. The original work. I think that we work by myself. That the work. Yeah, we make it by myself. But maybe it's related to my essay. That why do I not have has conducted kind of like interview or find the data, but yeah, this is my essay gain the data from study literature. So yeah, in my essay I put so many resources that support my essay and my idea about the chat GPT in education and related to the sustainable development goal. That's all, ma'am.
All right. So, what you state in your presentation that the technology helps the students to learn. Is that the idea?
Yes.
So, in making your work about ChatGPT here, how you position ChatGPT in your writing, in your work?
Okay, so yeah, maybe this essay is kind of like position essay. So yeah, I stand up for ChatGPT can support to enhance to achieving the sustainable development goal. So my position, if there and like to the original work, I think that we can connect it with the other tool. I mean, ChatGPT can be biased, can be negatively, but yeah, we can use it. So I offer the solution that teacher should guide the student about how to using ChatGPT effectively. So ChatGPT not replace the traditional, but enhance the learning experience.
All right. And do you involve ChatGPT to your writing, to do your assignment, to any kinds of work, for example? Do you?
Okay, to answer that question, actually, why do I choose ChatGPT to my essay? Just because I maybe often to use a ChatGPT beside the the other tools. So yeah, I mean I can more familiar with ChatGPT, so I can easier to identify identify and develop my essay here.
All right. I think that's all. Good job, Fahira.
Thank you, ma'am.
Baik, terima kasih Ibu atas feedbacknya. Namun karena keterbatasan waktu, untuk sesi feedback kali ini hanya satu juri saja Ibu. Untuk yang lainnya mungkin di peserta yang lain. Baik, selanjutnya kita akan melanjutkan pemaparan esai yang ketiga yaitu oleh Muhammad Miftahul Falah dari Universitas Siliwangi. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'du. First of all, I'd like to thank very much to all the party or the committee and the participant who have given me the time for explaining my essay. Today I will talk about the professional development strategies for English teachers in pesantren with a bilingual Arabic and English system. My name is Muhammad Miftahul Falah and I come from University of Siliwangi, Tasikmalaya. Alright, next slide, please. As the introduction from my essay, we know that pesantren plays an important role in education in Indonesia. Especially in Tasikmalaya, there are so many pesantrens stand for the education. They focus on Islamic and also Islamic studies and also the language skills. Many pesantren also use a bilingual system with Arabic and English collaborative, and however, there's a big challenge. Arabic is the main language and also it often overshadows the English, both in formal and also informal setting, because we know that there are many lessons in Arabic and also much than the English one, and then that's maybe the main challenge from the Arabic dominates, and also it can be overshadowing English in both formal and also informal settings. Next slide, please. As we know, the main problem in this session or in this essay is the language imbalance. Because why? Because that Arabic is the top or the much lessons than English lesson. The first one, we know that dominance of Arabic is widely used due to its connection with religious studies. We know that Arabic stands for the religious studies, especially in Islam religion. And then this type of lesson should be much than English. As we know, the English one, it consists just for reading lesson and then writing lesson. And Arabic, it should be much for mathematician such as fiqh, and also Arabic structure, as you can say, as Nahu and Saraf, and also language structure such as Balagoh and so on. We know the next main problem is limited English exposure. English is often underemphasized because reducing students' proficiency in the language. And then it can be the challenges for all a whole of the teacher or English teacher in pesantren that can be combined or collaborated with Arabic lesson, because the students should be focused more to Arabic language than English language. And then the third one is the impact of teacher in English teachers. The teacher must balance Arabic's dominances with the need for improved English instruction. Okay, the teacher also face the challenges balancing the strong presence of Arabic with need to improve the English instruction. And then the English teacher should be adapting to the condition of the classroom and so on. All right, next slide, please. Why I chose this topic? Because the first one is English proficiency is essential for pesantren students to thrive in a globalized world. Even we know that Arabic is Arabic should accompany the student to the religious study and also the deeper knowledge to the Al-Quran and Hadith. But English is the global word, so that the students should be study or learn the English very well. And then the second one is the gap in the teacher development. Many English teachers in pesantren don't have enough training to teach in a bilingual environment, so that just then they just focus on the English session, and they don't focus to the Arabic language. And the third one, the potential for the improvement, because this topic highlights the need for better strategies to improve bilingual education and English teaching in pesantren, so that the teacher or the English teacher especially can combine both English and Arabic to the one collaboration, so that we can make or give the result to the students as the maximum result. Next slide, please. We know the challenges for English teacher should be consist of 3 points. The first one is teaching in Arabic dominant environment make it difficult for students to engage with English. We know that the domination of Arabic lesson should be giving a big impact to the English one. And then the second one is the lack of resources. Many teachers, especially the English teacher, are lack in the resources and sources for teaching, especially in English. Because why? Because in Arabic, there are so many points or many chapters in study, like what I have taught before, as like Fikir and so on. But in the English, it just focus on the reading and also in writing. And then the third one, the training gaps. A few opportunities for the the treatment for the English teacher in professional development, especially for bilingual teaching, because there are so many. Its name the English teacher should be not focused to the lesson and also to the teaching practice, especially in combining the English and Arabic studies or chapter. Next slide, please. The next one, the professional development strategies for all the whole of English teacher. The first one is the bilingual training program. The student and also especially the teacher must be focused on method like content and language integrated learning, which integrates language and content learning in both English and Arabic, so that they can focus to the session in English language and also combine it into Arabic language. And then the second one, the technology integration. The teacher can use of language learning apps, digital resources, and platform to enhance English practice. Next slide, please. The collaborative teaching and mentorship. This is also very important to success our study steps or our learning step in pesantren, because the teacher in English subject and also in Arabic subject are both of the teacher who teach in English and also Arabic lesson can make a collaboration. English and Arabic teacher works together to create a balanced bilingual classroom, so that in some pesantren they combine the session 1 week for one language, such as this week the student should be use English, and then the next week should be use Arabic language. And then the second one, the mentorship program, is very important also to the student and especially to the teacher to do or to follow and also participate in several mentorship programs. And also the senior teachers can provide the guidance on effective bilingual teaching practice, so that the learning step and also the learning progress should be consistent day by day, and also the time by time. Okay, next slide, please. It is the conclusion and also the recommendation from EDSA. The first one, the conclusion, the professional development is essential for balancing bilingual education at pesantren, because pesantren today are going improving every day, because we know that the participant, also the student who come to the pesantren, is to be very much in several years. And also the recommendation for my essay is implement ongoing bilingual training and mentorship program. And then the second one is provide comprehensive bilingual teaching materials to support English teacher in the pesantren. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah sesi pemberian feedback dari juri. Dari Ibu Dewi Retno, apakah ada feedback untuk Muhammad Miftahul Falah?
Okay. Good morning, Miftahul Falah.
Okay, good morning, ma'am.
Right. So this is a really interesting presentation. And just one question. You said that students at Islamic boarding school are said to be reluctant and not confident in using English. Could you please explain a bit detail? And then I understand because of this situation, I mean, yes, the student had to be reluctant and not confident. And then you come up with the idea to use the teacher's professional development, right? So, but in the introduction, you didn't mention a bit detail about what happened with the student itself when you said that, well, the student is reluctant and then they are not too confident in using in English itself.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. In the first or in the introduction, we know that several students and also the most of students in pesantren or what's that, the Islamic boarding school are not confident in speaking English properly because there are so many factors such as the student are highlight that Arabic pronunciation is more easier than English one because what can I say as my my experience in boarding school and also in pesantren, I feel that Arabic is more easier because they don't have to don't have to pay attention to the pronunciation well because in Arabic just focus to the Maharijul huruf and also if in English there are so many written text or the vocabulary should be different with the pronunciation, and then in this session the student lack of the confidence in speaking also in writing sometimes because the grammatical should be make them easy and also on. That's all, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Baik, apakah dari Ibu Dewi cukup atau masih ada lagi, Ibu?
Sudah cukup.
Baik, selanjutnya dari Ibu Diah, apakah ada feedback untuk Muhammad Miftahul Falah?
Sedikit ya pertanyaan buat Miftahul. So what is the relationship, or is there any justification about your title of your essay and also the theme of your activities? Because we were talking about technology, is that right? Is there any justification about that, Miftahul?
The technology or my justification toward my essay because today I'm also beside my position as the student of Siloam University. I'm also as the teacher or tutor in pesantren in one pesantren, and then nowadays I also mandated as the English teacher and also an Arabic teacher in my boarding school. So I want to integrate my the technology environment into my my essay and also can be improved to or implemented to my next step in teaching. That's all, ma'am.
Okay. You also mentioned that that's good that you are still a student and also you're a teacher at pesantren. Okay. My further question is that is there any activities or any tools related to technology that you apply to your students?
This year, I have to
Yes.
try to use artificial intelligence to make the student more confident in speaking. I have tried in the several activity such as a last competition. I have trained the student who will follow the Arabic and also the English debate. So I try to my student to integrate the technology toward the exercise. I use ChatGPT to answer the question from the student by spoken, and then the student the student try to speak the statement, and then the ChatGPT should answer their question by spoken or by orally.
Did you write that in your essay? What you have just told me?
I just told you, ma'am, because in the essay I just highlight the professional development, especially in the strategy how the teacher can balance the English language or the English subject into Arabic language.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Get back to the moderator. Thank you.
Baik, Ibu, terima kasih. Karena waktu untuk pemaparan dan juga sesi pemberian feedback sudah habis, kita lanjutkan kepada peserta terakhir mata lomba esai. Atas nama Rifa Aulia dari Universitas Siliwangi, saya persilahkan.
Thank you for the committee. Could you please share screen my slide? All right, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the committee, especially the honorable judges for the opportunity. My name is Rifa Aulia from the University of Siliwangi. First of all, I would like to bring up a problem in education that we've all faced as students, struggling to understand material when exams are coming up. Can you imagine how stressful that is? The exam date is approaching, but we don't fully understand the content. Of course, we can try to discuss it with our friends, but what if they don't understand it either? The only logical option that we can do is to straightly asking the teacher. But let's be honest, asking help for the teacher outside of the class often takes ages to get a response. By the time you get a response, the exam probably already ended. So next, please. Therefore, in this opportunity, I'd like to bring up a solution to that problem, a new way of learning as well as an innovative approach of learning, which is integrating AI as your study partner, enhancing students' learning through ChatGPT's interactive conversations. So actually, this discussion is similar to the previous presentation by Fahira. Next. So talking about technology, particularly AI, we've all seen how it's impacting many areas of life, including education. According to a 2021 report from UNESCO, the adaptation of AI in education has grown by 60% in the past 5 years. So it reflects the rising need for AI-powered tools to improve learning outcomes. But why is this happening? If we take a look at the traditional learning methods, such as reading textbook, listening to lectures, or watching tutorials, while they can be informative, they also come with several limitations, such as limited access to direct teacher guidance, a lack of interactive training, as well as difficulties in getting real-time feedback. In fact, according to the OECD 2020, 65% of students felt that traditional methods didn't offer enough opportunities for active speaking practice or spontaneous feedback. In this case, AI technologies like ChatGPT address these challenges by enabling deeper understanding, especially in complex topics. Through personalized and flexible learning, as well as interactive and conversational interfaces, students can ask questions, get immediate feedback, and engage with the material in a dynamic way. And lastly, AI-based learning provide a supportive learning environment because according to Pearson to 2022, 75% of students found AI-based learning is less intimidating compared to the traditional teacher-student interactions. This encourages students to ask more questions, not afraid to make mistakes, and explore concepts without fear of judgment. In the long run, this fosters a growth mindset and helps students become more active and confident. Next, please. So how does ChatGPT improve learning? So one of the biggest advantages of ChatGPT is its ability to provide personalized and flexible learning. AI-based tools like this adapt to individual learning styles and needs. So, for example, in a traditional classroom, if we don't quite understand a certain part of the material, but the teacher's already moving on to the next topic, we might left behind, correct? But with AI, learning is more personalized. It means that it adapts to our understanding and learning pace. So we can catch up with the material to understand without feeling pressured. And then let me share a personal experience of myself integrating AI, especially ChatGPT's calling feature, where you can have an interactive conversation with the AI on my recent exam preparation. So the subject was language assessment, and I spent around 4 hours to study with it. So I asked a few questions to the AI, like, can you provide me explanations about a certain material, or can you give me an example to make me understand it easier? And I also asked a few follow-up questions on the part that I didn't fully understand. And it gave me an immediate feedback and also response, providing explanations as well as an example until I understood. So the integration of this AI on my experience resulting in a positive way on the exam performance because resulting 92% score on the test. All right, what is it? To demonstrate how it works, allow me to demonstrate it real quick. So I have the application here. Hi, GPT. I'm going to have a test tomorrow. The subject is language assessment. Can you help me study?
Of course, I'd be happy to help you prepare. What specific areas of language assessment would you like to focus on? I remember your UTS will include topics like teaching versus assessment versus testing, alignment between learning goals and assessment, large-scale testing versus classroom assessment, and criterion versus norm-referenced assessments. Where would you like to start?
I'm still confused. Wait. So you need a good internet connection. So I'm still confused about the concept of norm reference and criterion reference. They seem similar. Can you explain to me what's the difference between them?
Great, let's clear that up. The main difference between norm reference and criterion referenced assessments lies in how the results are interpreted. 1. Norm referenced assessments compare a student's performance to other students' performances.
All right.
The goal.
So that's a little demonstration from me to how I utilize ChatGPT in my learning process. Next, please. All right, looking ahead, AI is set to play an even bigger role in education. The World Economic Forum 2023 predicts that 80% of jobs in the future will require proficiency in AI and related technologies. And this highlights the importance of integrating AI in education now so that students can build the skills they'll need in the technology-driven world. AI tools like ChatGPT also help develop essential skills such as communication skill that's important for the future career. And also the real-time conversation feature like that allows students to practice speaking, receive instant correction, and improve their conversational abilities and help build confidence and fluency, which are key in language mastery. Next, please. All right, to bring this in a full cycle, let's go back to the problem I brought regarding the stress of not understanding material before an exam. Thanks to AI tools like ChatGPT, now we have a solution that provides immediate support, personalized guidance, and interactive learning, making exam preparation less stressful and more effective. As we move forward, it's clear that AI will continue to shape the future of education. By embracing these technologies, we can not only enhance our learning today, but also prepare ourselves for the technological demands of tomorrow. That's all from me. Thank you.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah pemberian feedback dari para juri. Yang pertama dari Ibu Agus, dipersilahkan.
All right. Hi, Rifa.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, it is interesting to see you demonstrate how to use AI to help you learn. In the beginning, you say that there is some function for the AI itself, yeah, in learning. I want to know how do you position AI in your work? I mean, how do you position AI as a partner?
All right.
Related
Thank
to
you
your
so much,
topic.
ma'am, for the question. Allow me to answer that question. So, my position of AI is as my study partner. Of course, it is very helpful because if we have a question about a certain part of material that we don't understand, we can ask AI to give us an explanation and also to give us an example to make us understand more in the context. Because if we try to ask the teacher if we are not in class, if we don't meet with the teacher directly, we probably would not get an immediate feedback from the teacher, and time is money, and we have to maximize the time to learn so we can be more master in the material that will be tested in the exam.
All right. One more question. Do you agree that AI make people lazy?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Could you please repeat?
Do you agree with the reason, with the consideration that AI makes people lazy?
All right, for some people, especially those who don't understand the importance of our control of utilizing AI, so we should not use AI for the whole work of our activity, but we have to adjust it with our needs. For this case, in studying, we should not use AI to answer questions probably or anything like that, but we have to utilize it in a good way, which is helping us to get more master in the material or to give us an insight, to give us new knowledge where we cannot get from the teacher immediately. And that's why utilizing AI in a positive way is important. Not to use it 100%, but we have to engage with the activity also. Thank you.
All right, good job, Rifa. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oke, terima kasih Ibu. Selanjutnya dari Ibu Dewi Rosmala. Feedback.
Okay, so Ripa, if the use of AI is considered very beneficial for students, so where is the role of the teachers nowadays?
The role of the teachers is, of course, to guide the students in the classroom and in the formal context. However, if the time and place is limited, of course, because of that, and if we want to improve our knowledge in the material that was discussed by the teacher at the class, we want to master it more. We can learn the material at home where we can utilize AI to help us learn.
Okay, right, understandable. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Baik, terima
ma'am.
kasih Ibu. Karena penampilan dari Rifa Aulia merupakan penampilan terakhir pada mata lomba NESTION, maka saya mengucapkan terima kasih banyak atas semua peserta yang telah memaparkan esainya. Juga terima kasih sebesar-besarnya kepada para dewan juri yang telah memberikan feedbacknya. Kita akan beralih kepada mata lomba kedua, yaitu mata lomba speech. Namun sebelum itu, jika dewan juri dari mata lomba esai memiliki kepentingan lain, kami persilakan untuk meninggalkan Zoom meeting-nya.
Ya baik, terima kasih.
Baik, kita akan melanjutkan pada sesi mata lomba speech. Yang peserta pertama adalah atas nama Salma Ayu Indira dari Universitas Diponegoro. Kepadanya saya persilakan. Apakah ada Salma Ayu Indira? Ada sekarang? Baik. Sepertinya tidak ada Salma Ayu Indira di sini, namun kita bisa memberikan waktu selama 10 menit. Jika masih tidak ada, kita anggap Salma Ayu Indira ini gugur. Kepada peserta speech yang lain boleh mempersiapkan diri sembari menunggu Salma Ayu Indira. Terima kasih. Mengingatkan untuk para peserta yang belum mengisi link presensi boleh sambil melakukan presensi di chat box. Baik, dikarenakan hingga saat ini tidak ada sama Ayu Indira, kita lanjutkan kepada peserta kedua, yaitu Gada Alrida. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Thank you. Okay, can I just start now? Am I audible?
Yes, please.
Okay. Imagine if there's a class that full of technology and with good facilities, while at other class at the same time they don't even know how to use technology. That is what actually happening now in Indonesia at some area. This gap is holding us back from fully benefiting from education. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Gada Aldidlah, and I'm from Silom University. Good morning to all of the judges. And it is a very great pleasure for me, this remarkable opportunity to deliver my speech with the title of From Isolation to Inspiration, Bridging the Gap in the Era of Society 5.0. Ladies and gentlemen, since COVID-19, we are forced to use technology when we don't even know how to use it. Like, I guess you experience it. For example, using Zoom, using other tools that we don't even know at first, but as time goes by, we are forced, we are learn and grow. We grow and learn many things from it. We got many things benefit from it. So in this era, we have goals to achieve, which is Sustainable Development Goal 2030, at point 4, which is quality education, which include everything. And do you know who is at the heart of this goal? Yes, it is all of us, including the teacher. However, so as sustainable development goals, it's not only reaching the goals, but also making sure it is as connected to the future. And to achieve this, we cannot just stay still and wait for the government to do all the things and to do the action. We have to start it from the help from all of us, especially from us from the education department. However, as you can see now in this era, there's a gap, a bridge between the traditional and the modern. Imagine this is a bridge, and you see the traditional in this side and modern in this side. We cannot just stay in the same position. This bridge between the two sides, we have to connect it. Both of them needs efforts to reach them to so at the same point. So how to bridge this gap? We see what I said in the beginning. We see some people will help with a good education because they have good facilities, and while others don't have the opportunity. And me, as Gen Z, who lives in the society era, technology is just like breathing the air. That is actually, but that is actually a privilege that all of us sometimes don't recognize it, because as I have mentioned in the beginning, there are people who don't even know how to use technology. It's like the basic, they don't even know. So how to bridge this gap, especially as Gen Z, as someone who lives in the era of society 5.0. So first is infrastructure development, which comes from the government. For example, I live in a pesantren environment or boarding school environment, which has limited access to technology. And I tell the teacher that we need an in focus in the class to do presentation for the class material, and the teachers get to the school, and a few months later we get the InFocus, which has collaboration with the legislative supportive from legislation. And the second one is collaborative and partnership, which comes from the institution. We have to seek support. For example, PPL, as you can know, there is an international exchange student, or even Merdeka Belajar or magang. It is also part of the bridging the gap. It will reduce the gap and can enhance the access to all students. They will get inspired from us. For example, I've heard from my friends who have a PPL in Thailand. They say that in that place, the students don't have a limited access to technology, but they help them they help them study, learn from the technology. And the third is combine the traditional and modern methods from teachers. And by combining both from traditional method, which emphasize the critical thinking, and the modern method, which enhance our creativity, can help both combine, and it can help bridging the gap and can improve ourselves. For example, my house is far from the city. I live in a remote place. I was sad because my place is far from the city. I don't really have the privilege to access the technology. But that is actually the time for me to push myself to do better things from the technology. And the last one is training and support. Teacher first, and teacher have professional development which can enhance the quality of themselves first. So in the quality of the teachers first, they have to enhance, they have to know the material first, they have to understand the technology first, because it also can reduce the gap between the traditional and modern. And because we have to emphasize also that teachers are also lifelong learning, so they also have to learn about this technology, so that the students like us, Gen Z, have to balance between it. And from the article that is given from the committee written by Ingrid Garasti, she offered a digital learning such as like project-based learning and digital inclusivity. And so in conclusion, to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal 2030, we need to work together for this, to help this bridge go through. We need the help from all of us. This gap is just like bridges, like what I said in the beginning. And don't let the bridge hold us back from fully benefiting from education. We have potentials. We all have potentials. Don't let don't just say like, I don't have the courage to access the technology. We have to search for it. We have to, because in today's technology, we have the access. We actually have the access, and everyone have the chance to use and benefit from technology by using education through technology. And last but not least, the greatest people comes from the weakest place and challenging place. And education is the future. It is our passport to go to the future. That's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah sesi pemberian feedback dari para juri. Kepada Acep Dr. Aulia, dipersilakan.
All right. Hello, Gada. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Thank you so much for delivering such an enthusiastic speech that you have already presented. That's a good point that you have given to us, which is your enthusiastic, like your energy in delivering your speech here. So this actually not actually the feedback. I want to clarify something to you. Not something, only one thing actually. So when you are doing a speech, you need to set the target of your audiences. Yeah. And then who is your target audience? That's only my question.
So actually my target of this speech is the Gen Z, the student, not the government, because I know it's just automatic reflect from my mind that because the audience here are maybe not all of it are government or what, I just give the solution for us as the students.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Baik, terima kasih kepada Acep Tofar. Selanjutnya kepada Teknisi Yulianti, apakah ada feedback untuk Gada?
Okay, hello Gada, good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Okay, first of all, congratulations for making it this far. And I also agree that your speech was very interesting. It's very insightful. And I love how you like open the speech with a nice hook. Yeah, you said like imagine. So oh, it's like you catch our attention with that opening. And then you were saying earlier that your speech is for Gen Z, right? Your audience target is Gen Z, but you were proposing some solutions like teacher training and then increasing government facilities. So I want to clarify in this, like what is like the small step that probably every Gen Z or every student can do every day, like a small thing that we can do in order to solve this issue to provide the bridge of education and technology. What do you think?
Okay, as I mentioned before, the small steps that we can do as Gen Z is improving ourselves. Like we have the technology, but don't get overpowered by it. Like using ChatGPT over, it's making us dumber. It's like that. We just have to improve ourselves, use it as a privilege for us to gain our knowledge, to gain our insight for the future, like to achieve the sustainable development goals.
Oh, okay. I see. That's great. And the last one is, I think overall your speech was very nice, but in the speech, you have to like pay attention to the pace. Like, you have to slow down a little bit at times and provide some gaps between like the opening and then the first idea. You have to, what is that, stop a little bit, like a few seconds maybe before you continue to the next part. Besides that, you did great. Thank you, Gada. That's all for me.
Thank you, Teh.
Baik, terima kasih kepada Tanisi. Selanjutnya kepada Ayudi Supriyadi, apakah ada tambahan feedback untuk Gada?
Okay, sorry. So actually, it was it was related to the previous questions by Acep ya di sini. So, but it's more specifically to the content. Why do you choose SDG?
Okay, I use sustainable development goals. I use sustainable development goals because it is the main point, and the committee has given us to read about it, to connect it from the questions to the article, which is sustainable development goals of the quality of education we have to achieve, especially us as from education department. I think that is why I choose sustainable development goals. It's the concrete solutions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Baik, terima kasih. Selanjutnya kita akan melanjutkan kepada peserta kedua. Peserta ketiga, mohon maaf. Atas nama Husna Khofifah Mukyadi dari Universitas Muhammadiyah Tangerang. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Husna Mulyadi. I'm from University of Muhammadiyah Tangerang. Okay, before we start, we must know first, what is this SDG or Sustainable Development Goal? Okay, the first, to be a beacon of hope and calling for inclusive and equitable quality education for all. Okay, and now, in this digital era, the connection between SDG and contemporary issue is particularly pronounced. The transformation of education through technology and online learning platforms. So, SDG give us a clear message that education is fundamental human right and powerful tool for societal progress. And then technology give us universal education. So with this, SDG aims to ensure that every child
even gender or socio-economic background or other, has access to quality education. So this able to ambitious goal promote the idea so that education should be right, not just a privilege. So this because technology give us universal access to education. So not only in every school that have a high standard, but also in what a remote area, they can also get universal access in education. And then quality education. Okay, with this, not only provide education, but also ensure that education must have high standard. So this means give training a teacher and educate a research and make a conclusive learning environment. Yeah, not only in every school we can make a conclusive learning environment by technology, but also in a school in a remote area also can to be a quality can to be high standard education. Yeah, because from a teacher can make a conclusive learning environment by technology so that to be a high standard education in remote area. And then equitable access. This net equitable access in education that we focus on little population, yeah, like remote areas, that also people with disabilities. So with this education should leave no one behind. This means all of people, all of student can learn or can get a good education, yeah, even though she is or he is disabilities. And then lifelong learning, yeah. Of course, we as a student, we have opportunities to learn in lifelong. So these opportunities is key to personal and societal growth. And SDG encourages individuals to continue learn new skills and knowledge through their lives. Yeah, as we know, we as English student, we have opportunities to learn a new skills. Yeah, like we know, we have English have four skills like writing, reading, and speaking and listening. So we not only learn one of these skills, but we can learn all of these skills. So of course, with technology, yeah, also what help us to learn a new skill like writing. We can learn writing by technology like if you like write, yeah, like and I think other like listening we can improve our listening skills, yeah, by listening a music or watching a video, yeah, because yeah, in this technology, in this digital era that provide us a technology, yeah, that is very easier for us, yeah, to watch or yeah, to improving our listening skills. Or if you want to improve speaking skills, it is also easier to us to improve our speaking skills by online, or you can by application. And then digital learning in action case studies. Okay, we as a student to be better to understand how digital learning give impact, yeah, as we know with this technology give a big impact to us in education and advancing SDG. There are several, yeah, example of digital learning in education. Okay, the first like Khan Academy, I think all of you know about this. Yeah, this provide education, a video, and interactive exercise. So, and this digital learning makes students easier to access the educational content. And then the second course, yeah, online platform that provide to access a several course in various university in various and we can find course in anywhere or in online, yeah, that you easier to find a course in online. And then so with this allows individual or someone get new skills. And then virtual reality or VR technology is increasingly being used in education to create immersive learning experience. So students can explore historical sites, virtual science, experiment, all from the comfort of their classroom or homes. So in conclusion, SDG provide a strong framework to overcome challenges and opportunities presented by the digital learning revolution to effectively navigate this transformation. So bridge the digital divide to ensure equitable access to online education for all and overcome low internet access and digital literacy can improve student skill. So this very important thing for student to learn a new skill through digital technology, not digital technology, especially in this digital era. And also not only student, with this digital, in this digital era, also helps teacher, yeah, give training the teacher to learn a digital technology by exercise program that prepare teacher to adapt with learning digital environment by effectively. So it is also very helpful for student and a teacher. That's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, sesi selanjutnya adalah sesi pemberian feedback dari para juri. Yang pertama kepada Kak Acep Gofar Aulia, dipersilahkan.
Okay, thank you so much for Husna.
Yeah.
Okay, Husna, so I appreciate your effort to be here and then to put your, how to say this, like your maximum effort, yeah, to deliver in front of these audiences regarding the topic that has been given, that has been assigned to you by the committee. But what I can say here is like what I can get from your speech is like you just repeat the idea from the article that we have given, like the committee has given to you. So if you can now, please based your own experience or based on your real life experience, how can you see that digital technology can help society in a don't mention like too wide society, just your own community, like your own where do you live now? Is it in Banten, right? Yeah, like how is like the community in Banten? How can digital technology help the community in your area to get the better educational services or educational to achieve more goals in educational context?
To be honest, yeah, I think I'm misunderstanding because I feel when the first speaker talk about the theme, so I feel I have wrong in writing. Yeah, I know I'm wrong in what. I think I'm misunderstanding about this theme. I not explain about my idea. So I think if from me, yeah, of course, technology can give big impact, yeah, for myself, especially as we know, yeah, with technology, we can learn through application. Yeah, so for myself, I'm also learned speaking from application Duolingo. Yeah, I think all of people know about this application, and I'm also learn from application that to improve our from for improve my speaking skills by Hello Talk that can improve my speaking because I try to speak with native speaker with other people like that. So I think digital technology is very helpful for me, and also uh, my other friends because I know they also learn through a digital, and also yeah, I know the I think book creator. Yeah, I also learn or yeah new skills, speaking skills, listening or writing with a book creator. That for me.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much.
Baik, terima kasih. Selanjutnya dari Teknisi Yulianti, apakah ada feedback? Silakan.
Okay, hello Husna. Okay, Husna, good job for making this far. Can you hear my voice? Is it clear? Hello?
A moment.
Oh, okay, okay. Is it clear now? Can you hear my voice now? Oh, okay, great. Good job, Husna, for making out this far. You're very awesome. And you said that there is a misunderstanding about the speech, yeah, that you have conveyed, that there is a mistake in drafting the speech. And I want to ask you that we know there are several kinds of speech, yeah, like informative, persuasive, and so on and so forth when you want to make a speech. And you have to decide like what kind of speech that you want to do. So you can what is that? You can decide then what is the purpose of the speech that you are conveying, like whether you want people to believe something, you want people to know something. So my question is, what was your speech, Husna? Was it informative or persuasive or something?
I'm sorry. Can repeat?
Oh, okay. Can you hear my voice now? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So Husna, you said that there is a misunderstanding when you were drafting the speech, right? And as we know that there are several kinds of speech, like informative and then persuasive, and you have to decide what kind of speech that you want to convey. Like if you want to do informative speech, and then people will be informed about something after you conveyed your speech. So my question is, what was your speech like when you were drafting the speech? Do you want the audience to get informed into something, or do you want your audience to do something? So what is your speech, Husna?
What is my speech?
Yes. Is it informative or persuasive? Like, what do you want the audience to do? Like, do you want them to believe something, or do you want them to do something maybe?
I think informative speech because I give them information and what ya mengajak kayak apa sih namanya? Yeah, give them information. So I think informative speech.
Okay, so thank you.
Baik, terima kasih karena waktunya sudah habis untuk sesi speech dan juga pemberian feedback. Kita lanjutkan kepada peserta selanjutnya, yaitu Najwa Hamidatun Najah dari Universitas Siliwangi. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Good morning, everyone. So, have you ever think of students who live in remote areas? Geographical condition would limit their access to quality education. They might be live in underdeveloped area. The quality of education facilities won't be as good as us who live in the city. But we all agree that every children, regardless their abilities, should have equal opportunities to learn to access to quality education. I'm Nazwa Hamidatun Najah, and today I would like to talk about how to bridge the digitization gap to ensure equitable access to education, especially in remote places in Indonesia. First of all, let's get to know about Sustainable Development Goal line for equitable quality of education for all. So it means that equal access or equality to education shouldn't leave no one behind regardless their ability. Every children have the same opportunities to learn and access to quality education. Not just providing education, but also ensuring high standards and well-trained teachers, facilities, learning environment, and also lifelong learning that are the key to personal and societal growth. But now, in digitization era, there are phase change transformation of education through technology and learning platforms. With using technologies to education, it can help us, especially who live in remote areas. The first is for digital inclusivity. Education can access children or students who live in remote areas can access education and overcome geographical condition and their infrastructure's real barriers. Students with limited access to education can gain equal access for equality education. And then the second is quality education itself, because students who live in remote areas can access research, interactive tools, and even personalized learning experience and innovative learning experience. And then the third is lifelong learning. Using technologies, it won't be beneficial because they can acquire new skills and adapt to the job in the future and the industrial market. And then it also provide continuous learning and equitable access to education relations because it would be flexible and adaptive education. For example, in my experience, I have using Khan Academy. Khan Academy is like a course that provide materials from elementary school to higher education to high school, even high school. So it would be beneficial for students who live in remote area because they can access to the materials without a geographical condition. And then there are Coursera. In Coursera, they can acquire new skills or even complete degrees without the need for physical attendance. It would be beneficial for students who live in remote areas because they can access to higher education and higher quality. And then there are also virtual reality. With using virtual reality like virtual lab, they can access to laboratorium that doesn't exist in their area. However, there are some points that we should improve and we need the government action. The first is provide stable signal for remote place, and also the government should increase investment in education, especially in giving device for them to learn through the internet and using technologies. It's important to promote, in conclusion, it's important to promote inclusive and flexible learning with digital platform to bridge the digital gap and ensure equitable access to online education for all. That's all from me. I'm Nazwa Hamidatun Najah. Thank you.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah sesi pemberian feedback. Yang pertama dari Ayadi Supriyadi. Dipersilahkan.
All right, thank you very much. So my question is that we've been around like SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals, right? And it deals particularly with the point of quality of education, something like that, right? But I was writing an essay on this particular topic. Do you think I like particularly when you mention massive open online course websites? It's called like Khan Academy, right? So what do you think? Like it's also liberalizing education, right? But do you think that like the facility, the accessibility that the people who live in, particularly in a remote area, they have limited accessibility, something like that. So how do you think about it? I mean, we call it as equality opportunity, right, for this massive open online course to liberalize education. But it comes to the rich people, particularly something like that, potentially, because they do have the facility like laptop or something like that, while the people who live in a remote village, a remote area, they have to consider this kind of thing. So how do you think about that? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. And as you say before, that not all people have access to laptop or other, but here there are some points that we should improve, and we need a government action, especially in giving educational investment, like providing proper device for them, especially it's like a scholarship for them, like giving device for them to learn. And then provide stable signal, because in remote areas sometimes it underdeveloped and need not stable at signal. So by giving investment in education, such as providing proper device, I think it would be help them to learn using online platforms. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Baik, terima kasih atas feedback-nya. Selanjutnya dari Acep Gofar Aulia, apakah ada feedback? Dipersilakan.
Oke. Sebenarnya ini thank you siapa barusan? Nazwa ya. Nazwa that have been presenting your speech. Yeah. Actually, the feedback from me is I have several feedbacks for you actually. It's not questions, so it's like for feedback. Maybe it will be useful for you if you are going to participate in other speech competitions in the future. First is like, although it's not one of the thing that is graded by the judge, but it's important for you to choose, like, if you don't have like the like the device that can show your face clearly to us, because like I can't see like your face quite clear from your device that you are using now. So maybe if you can like try to find another device that can show your face more clearly than now, it will be better. And also I found you mispronounce several words incorrectly several times. Yeah. So meaning that maybe you are not really aware that you pronounced it incorrect. Yeah. Okay. And also it's about the tone of your speech. Like when you are doing a speech, it's really important for you to control how you deliver the message, so that the message can be successfully obtained or conveyed to the audiences. So yeah, I guess like the tone that you used, yeah, when you deliver the speech before, somehow it didn't really sound speechy. Speechy, how to say, it's like the term that it didn't really sound that you were delivering the speech. Yeah. Okay. Hope it helps for you to your future performance.
All right, thank you.
Baik, terima kasih kepada Cik Gofar atas feedback-nya. Selanjutnya dari Teknisi Yulianti. Apakah ada feedback? Silakan.
Okay, thank you. Nazwa, you're really good in conveying your speech. I do not really have a lot of feedbacks, honestly, because it has been said by Aledi and Sepia. So I just want to restate that you have a nice manner there. You seem very enthusiastic in voicing your arguments in your speech, but then you have to make sure that some aspects in your speech are are already prepared, like pronunciation, gestures, and even though it's online, you have to make eye contact also with the audience. Yeah, so it's online. You have to look at the camera directly so that it feels like we are talking to you directly. So maybe that's all. Thank you, Nazwa. Good job.
Thank you.
Baik, terima kasih atas feedback-nya. Selanjutnya, untuk nomor urut 5 peserta tampil speech, itu ada Marcella dari Universitas Negeri Jakarta, namun sayangnya beliau mengundurkan diri karena satu dan lain hal. Maka dari itu, kita akan melanjutkan pada peserta terakhir, atas nama Amelia Agustin dari Universitas Sriwangi. Kepadanya saya persilahkan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Amelia Agustin. And we all know that we are already live in a global socialization and global digitalization. And I have a question. Do you sure we already contribute in education? Do you sure we already fully contribute in education? And we all know that the quality of education in our country not fully facilitating the students to contribute to education, especially the students that live in rural areas. They have limited access to digital tools, and because of that, they didn't have same opportunities as does in cities. Because our country don't ready to face global digitalization. The students at rural areas don't have same opportunities as does the students in the cities, and that's create a gap to access technology between students who live in modern schools and the students who live in a remote place. For example, at 2019, when we attacked by coronavirus, students at all over the country can go to school because of the pandemic. And that's where technology have big roles for us, for the students, to being used to replace the learn activity. And how to bridge the digitalization gap to ensure affordable access to education, especially in remote place in Indonesia. Of course, government should start to facilitating schools around the country, and they have to start allow and normalize using digital tools to learn in classroom. And for second, we have to adapt and all all the students, also with teachers, have to adapt to global digitalization. Have to increase digital skills to use digital tools in this global digitalization. And for third, we need to supporting by increase our skills to using digital tools, and also maybe normalize and replace the habits of our learning through the digital tools. And if let's imagine when Indonesia could look like if we take the steps. Imagine when in Indonesia, where the students will live at rural areas, have the same opportunities like does in cities. As like have a modern classroom, and then have a well-trained teacher who understand how to use digital tools, and then already fully skilled in digitals, in this digital and global digitalization, and we have government along with us have to support to take the steps. Like together we can make Indonesia's future better. And maybe that's what I can deliver in this occasion. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Baik, selanjutnya adalah sesi pemberian feedback dari para juri. Yang pertama dari Ya Acep Bakar Aulia. Kepadanya dipersilakan.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih. Halo, good morning. Amelia?
Amelia.
Okay. Amelia, in what semester are you currently enrolled now?
First semester.
First semester, okay. So thank you. You just did a great job as a first semester to be to be participating in this competition. Yeah. So yeah, because you are still in the first semester, meaning that you still have a long journey. Yeah. So that I want you to how to say this, to keep your spirit, to keep your enthusiasm in participating in many competitions, so that you can develop yourself, you can find what is your passion, you can find how can you support yourself in achieving your goals after you finish this your study in the university that you are currently enrolled. Okay, so I want to give you some feedbacks, but I think what you have done here is you've done a good job as a first semester student to be participating in this competition. So well done.
Thank you.
Baik, terima kasih atas feedback-nya, Acep. Selanjutnya ada feedback dari Teh Nisa Yulianti. Kepadanya saya persilakan.
All right. Hello, Amelia. Good job. I really really, what is that? I really get the insight from your speech, yeah, about the technology, how would nice it would be if our country can get the equality in terms of technology, yeah, and the students use technology. So I just want to give you some feedback, like in doing the speech, even though it's a serious topic, later you can give more expression in saying that because you seem not really enjoying yourself and conveying the topic. So maybe later you have to, what is that, you can smile a bit when conveying the speech so that, what is that, it will be less pressure, yeah? It will not give you more pressure. You can smile and try to enjoy yourself when doing the speech. And besides that, okay, that's all I think. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Baik, terima kasih Teh atas feedbacknya. Dan yang terakhir dari Yadi Supriyadi, apakah ada feedback? Saya persilakan.
Yeah, actually, this feedback is for the whole participants, yeah. So basically, how do we say it? Like, for you, I want to ask you first, like, how long you prepare for this? Have you prepared for this?
1 hour.
1 hour?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's because it's in impromptu speech, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay. That's great. Like, that's awesome. So there was a participant, but I did not like have a chance to give a feedback, but it's actually works for everyone. So when the judge is what do we call it, like it, just do not answer like this. I was not prepared. I was not the content was wrong. Just do it professionally. That's the first thing that we need to bear in mind. Something like it. Okay. So whether you understand or not, this is what you are ready bringing on the table. Something like that. Okay. So you need to one way or the other deal with that, and then just do it professionally. Just do not really mention any what do we call it, like negative words, something like that, to avoid our professionalism. To what do we call it? To avoid how do we say it, like to avoid to maintain our professionalism. That's basically what I just want to say to the whole participant. It's not only for you, okay? But so far, I think you are, as a first semester's student, that is awesome to give it a shot, something like that. Yeah, keep moving forward.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Baik, terima kasih atas feedbacknya. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim, semua agenda telah terlaksana dengan baik. Akhirnya kita berada di ujung acara final tahun NESTION 2024. Dan terima kasih banyak kepada para juri yang sudah memberikan feedback yang berisi saran dan masukan yang diharapkan selanjutnya dapat diimplementasikan oleh para peserta di masa depan. Selanjutnya, terima kasih juga kepada para peserta yang sudah menampilkan penampilan yang terbaiknya serta sudah bekerja keras hingga sampai di titik ini. Sampai bertemu di hari pengumuman kejuaraan, hari pelaksanaan EDSA Festival 2024. Saya Ingo Gustiani pamit undur diri. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Namun sebelumnya, jangan dulu keluar ya teman-teman, akan ada sesi dokumentasi dulu terlebih dahulu. Terima kasih. Kepada rekan-rekan yang masih off kamera, dipersilakan untuk membuka kameranya jika memungkinkan. Terima kasih. Pada rekan-rekan yang belum membuka kameranya, dipersilakan untuk membuka kamera. Sudah? Baik, kita mulai sekarang ya teman-teman. 1, 2, 3. Lagi. 1, 2. Udah. 1 kali lagi. 1, 2. Baik. Terima kasih kepada rekan-rekan semua yang telah berpartisipasi, juga kepada para juri. Dipersilakan untuk meninggalkan ruangan Zoom meeting. Terima kasih.
Thank you very much ya.